Hello, I'm very excited to share this paper with you all about co-designing a logic model for inclusive AI-powered learning applications with primary school teachers. My name is Ariel Han, a PhD candidate at UC Irvine Informatics Department. I'll present this paper on behalf of my co-authors. In 2023, it was really a year of ChatGPT. It became a hot topic of discussion, especially for its innovative capabilities with full of optimism and concerns. After 2 months of its initial launch, in January 2023, the New York City Public School District announced a ban on using ChatGPT in school settings, driven by concerns over academic integrity and data privacy. However, in just 4 months later, in May 2023, the school district reversed their decision and announced they would instead explore the potential of generative AI at school. This rapid change in perspectives highlights the complex nature of our relationship with innovative technologies and adapting in educational settings. When new technology is introduced in educational settings, oftentimes the perception swings between excessive optimism and skepticism. This fluctuation primarily stems from the uncertainty surrounding their real world impact on education, exacerbated by a lack of empirical evidence. Learning processes are complex, and education is deeply rooted in the quality of pedagogies, not just the technical innovation. The rapid advancement of generative AI, as demonstrated by tools like ChatGPT and Stable Diffusion, has, has opened up new possibilities for open context conversations and creative outputs. In terms of pedagogical perspectives who guide the instruction, generative AI present the potential to integrate instructor-guided and algorithmic-guided educational experiences, improve adaptive, interactive, and personalized learning experiences. Although designing and implementing these new technologies into educational settings is still a very complex task, requiring an in-depth understanding of the cultural, social, and pedagogical aspects of learning environments. Learning processes are complex, and education is deeply rooted in the quality of pedagogies, not just the technical innovation. To bridge the gap, we leveraged HCI research methodologies coupled with learning science research grounded in design-based implementation research to empirically understand stakeholders in education, such as teachers, needs and their motivations to elicit design goals and strategies of generative AI-powered learning application. Through participatory study, we co-designed learning activities and curriculums with teachers and iteratively designing and developing generative AI-powered learning application and try to test effectiveness of these tools with students to improve the system in and out of school settings. And the scope of this paper is a focus on co-designing sessions with teachers. The study was guided by the following research questions. First, how elementary school teachers perceive generative AI for their students' writing and writing education in general. And what are the teachers' needs and goals for leveraging generative AI for their writing education? What are the potential features and functions they need in leveraging generative AI to support teaching and learning writing? To answer these questions, we conducted co-design sessions with 6 elementary classroom teachers who are specialized in writing education, given the snowball sampling recruiting methods that we utilized in the Southern California. These discussions were crucial in understanding the educators' perspectives on integrating generative AI into writing education. Their insights not only informed our understanding of the current educational context, but also helped shape our approach to designing AI tools that align with their goals and practices. A logic model is a conceptual framework that specifically highlights the causal pathways that guide design decisions on how to design key features and functions to achieve the desired outcomes. This part of the study involved co-designing logic models and learning curricula with 60 educators. The aim was to create an AI agent capable of executing lesson plans effectively. This process is not just about the technical design of AI tools, but also about aligning these tools with the educational goals and practices for teachers, involving educators in co-designing process, ensure that the resulting AI applications were both pedagogically sound and responsive to the real needs of the classroom environment. So we conducted an interview with focus on identifying their challenges and motivations. Teachers expressed difficulty in providing individualized feedback due to varying academic levels among students. They also highlighted a lack of time to create tailored teaching materials for students at different stages of learning. This feedback was crucial in understanding their practical constraints of teachers face in writing instruction and informed our approaches to designing and developing AI-powered learning tools that could address these specific challenges. Through that, from the co-design, we mapped out the following logic models. Left sides, like context and users, and inputs and activities are more of like a causal effect of the logic model. And outputs on the right side, outputs, outcomes, and impacts are the effect and results of that cause from the left side. Specifically, inputs are the functions and features of the application. Teachers highlighted that they're willing to incorporate playful literacy activities, text chats, culturally responsive image selection, writing models as mentor text, feedback, translingual as translating students' language in English and different languages for multilingual students. Ensure helping students idea generation, planning of on writing, and teaching writing strategies through these interactions. Ultimately, teachers' goals are to improve students' self-efficacy in writing through reducing anxiety over writing, which will improve fundamental writing skill through increasing the amount of time spent on writing, word counts, and general genre-specific writing strategies through providing a way for students to explore writing in different topics. All of these insights have given us to provide recommendations for researchers and educators, practitioners. First, the systems, AI-powered writing educational systems are necessary to have teachers' view so that teachers can adjust and monitor students' AI assistants and manage their instructions. Teachers expressed interest in customizing the system's difficulty level to accommodate students with varying abilities. Also, they want some type of alert systems that will help their students to be in a driver's seat in their learning processes so that they're not passively relying on AI generated text, but rather they'll be uh, the writer on its own and lead their writing processes. And we have observed there are areas further research that needs to be addressed. First, we found that there are still gray areas in examining the efficacy of AI-assisted learning applications, such as cognitive aspect of students' learning itself, quality of writing, such as lexical diversity and sentence count, and the impact on the short-term and long-term memory with AI-assisted learning. Aside from learning, researchers might want to assess and analyze whether they're active or passive in learning engagement. Lastly, researchers will need to understand the impact of students' creativity, like divergent thinking, flexibility, originality, and fluency. This research can be conducted by a comparison experiment studying where the control group would write without AI-assisted tools, but the experiment group would be given AI suggestions on their ideas over their writing. Then researchers can analyze and compare two different groups' writing results such as TTCT to analyze the cognitive aspect of creativity and lexical diversity of their students' writing. Also conducting a post and pre and post tests to understand a students' learning gain on writing activities, and also understanding AI concept uh, through teaching AI awareness by using AI-powered applications. As educators also pointed out, the positive aspect of leveraging generative AI, but also some of the concerns they would like to address in the long run. So, insight for educators, the result of our study also highlighted the need of to increase young people's awareness and involvement with AI systems. It's important to educate them, both teachers and students, about AI's capabilities and limitations, helping them understanding what AI can and cannot do. This includes AI literacy education, which can be accomplished as part of STEM learning activities or and AI ethics, AI guidance, how they leverage AI safely and effectively. And also, this could be part of the data, understanding how data work and machine learning to lead to the systems understanding of how AI could work and cannot work for their writing and also learning companion through their experience. So, in conclusion, our study contribution lies in not only providing a pathway for the designing of AI powered learning application, but also in emphasizing the value of collaborative approach by bridging the expertise of AI and researchers with the lived experience of teachers. It is possible to ensure the development of these systems that are both cutting edge and grounded in real world educational needs. Our proposed logic model should be implemented in diverse educational settings, and the impact it has on students' outcomes should be explored in future research. Current regulation for self-driving cars require drivers to remain in the driver's seat, taking the lead, and stay actively engaged in driving. If the driver lets go of steering wheel, the car will make a loud warning beep. This concept is also relevant to AI-assisted educational applications, where students must remain actively engaged in their learning process. While they can utilize automatic features to streamline certain tasks and perhaps find more efficient learning paths, this doesn't mean that they should automate their core objective of learning. The study will contribute to the body of knowledge on how generative AI can be integrated into pedagogical practices. It will explore how generative AI can support existing educational practices and how it can create new learning opportunities. The study will address key educational challenges such as enhancing engagement, personalized learning experiences, and supporting diverse learners. And by providing insights into how advanced technology like generative AI can be aligned with educational goals, ultimately bridging the gap between technical advancement and educational needs and emotional needs. The study will highlight new directions for research in generative AI in education, paving the way for further innovation and studies in this rapidly evolving field. With that, I would like to thank all of my collaborators, mentors, and sponsors, and you for participating and listening to this presentation. Thank you, and I'll take any question you may have.